so y'all better cook. I got big dreams, you walk talk, when I walk, that's that big drip. When I slide down your block, now they pissed off, like I really give a I got big sauce, so y'all better catch up.
What's the deal, man? What's going on? Oh shit. All right, we back for another how about to say review. We back for another reaction. Yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Yeah, man, we're gonna get straight into it though. You already know what's going on. And shout out to my new subscribers, man. I fuck with y'all. Supporting the channel. We're on a road to 1,000 subs. You already know what to do. Yeah. We're on the late night edition. Let's go.
Talk black men. I don't. For me, like even with my tour, what I'm doing, right? Like by this time next year, I'm giving out reparations. I'm doing a lot in my community, right? And for black people. I don't care, but I'm talking about black people. My whole message point is for us. Now, when you talk about slavery, right? We talk about systemic racism. We talk about the Willie Lynch letter, right? We talk about, the black man is God, right? We talk about, the greatest soldier in a white man's army being the black woman and the black woman being the pawn. And then they figured out early on through slavery that because they were killing us, right? But they figured out if we get the black woman or we get the whole joint. Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
you know why? Go ahead. I want you to explain why, because I think it needs.
But I get to that, but I want to finish the messaging point, right?
Well, she asked him, you know why, when he was in the middle of explaining it.
Keep it cohesive for myself. Might forget
Exactly.
my information here. So, what they did was they made the black woman hyper masculine, right? And they made you and me we're studs. We're gonna be in the field. We're handy, right? And I think, and I'm trying to connect it all because he made a valid point, right? The government empowered black women to strategically move the position of power from the black man.
Remove.
Hey, and that's true. That's true of what he's saying too as well, because like America, that's why you have like all like this feminist movement shit going on. If a man can do it, I can. Like, and there's certain things, like, and even a lot of things, like as far as like how they have Section 8 and all these programs that are geared towards to empower women to not need a man around, and even just in general how they took the man out of the household. I mean, as far as like the black and Hispanic household, which is now you have a lot of so-called like alpha women out here. Now, I'm not saying not everyone, all of them are just like that. You feel me? Because some of them are just forced. It's just a repetitive pattern that's happened. So they just kind of like a victim of it, and they don't know no better. But then, but at the same time, though, yeah, it's like a lot of this shit was put in place to remove the man out the household, which is the person who's supposed to bring the structure and the foundation and everything. And now you have a generation full of like so-called independent women and women trying to be men and everything like that. And like the order is just like off. That's why you have, like I said, you got women trying to be men, you feel me? And trying to do the role of a man. You have like studs and, all that type of shit going on. So I get what he's saying.
The power from the black, right? Yeah. So now the black woman in that instance becomes drunk off this power, and then she has a disdain for the black man, and then it becomes perpetuated over generations. So with slavery, what they did was they take us, they call it buck breaking. They do gang bang us, rape us, cut our balls off in front of the black woman, and then before they kill the black man, they'll make the black, after they didn't did him dusty, they'll chain him up, right? Look, they'll chain him up, right? They'll
Embarrass
chain
him, yeah.
up, beat him within an inch of his life, and then unchain him, and then rape and do that to the woman. And then the woman is looking at the man like, come save me, but mentally he's dead. He doesn't even have no fight in him. So now she doesn't even have no respect for you. You fast forward to this generation, black women don't respect black men at all. And when you understand that, and it's a lot, so I'm trying to make it like simple, right? Because a lot of people, they respond emotionally and not intellectually. And there's no empathy for black men. There's no sympathy for black men. You don't even love black men. You don't even know who we are. You don't give a about us. Pay my bills, eat my ass. And that's it, okay? So it's important that black men understand what was done to us and why it was done to us. It's also important that black women understand their position.
And it's also crazy because this is part of the curses of Deuteronomy where it talks about the household and the father not being present in the household, and the woman and the man not getting along, having an evil eye towards each other and towards the remnant of their kids, which they shall leave. I'm paraphrasing again, but yeah, it just goes back to that, and yeah. I mean, bro, speaking facts. I don't think she want to hear that shit though, but I mean, it is facts though. You can't.
And systematic racism and how they're being utilized to destroy their whole family and their whole community and whole generation. Okay. Now a black man role is to be the protector, provider, maintainer, sustainer, and leader. I'm a man, protector, provider, maintainer.
Wait, what is she?
We're Visible, the wireless company that makes
You
things
can tell she hot.
visible. With us, what
But I mean,
you see
I ain't hear
is
no
what you
lies
get.
though yet.
So
You feel me?
Maintainer, sustainer.
Producer.
You have your opinion, I have mine.
You're right. I'm just giving it. And producer.
Right. I got you. You have what you want to put in, right? And
Semantics.
So I'm saying protector, provider, maintainer, sustainer, right? Protector, provider, maintainer, sustainer. A woman's role is wisdom and balance. Okay. Now, the black man gets his provision. He gets his provision, right, from God. And what happens is there's a vibration. It's a lot. So I'm trying to make it simple, right? So how you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So when you're around an alpha and you're around and you in that frequency, right? If
alpha what?
Man. Right? And
there's only one alpha.
Energy, that frequency, exactly. Right? It can throw some shit off.
Yeah.
Because you're conditioned not to even be around that shit. And then you become sensitized, not desensitized. You're very sensitive to that energy, and then now you don't know how to read that energy. You think he's narcissistic. You think no, he's where he needs to be to take his place. So I feel like black men need to disregard how black women feel about our masculinity and be more self-contained. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need your money. I don't need none of that. I'm not sleeping on your couch. Don't give me no keys. I'm gonna get my own. I'm gonna go to God. And when you don't want to fit my program, bye. Go.
Thank you.
You're not needed. You're dangerous. I don't want to bear seed with you. I don't want to sleep with you. I don't want to be your friend. I'm staying away from you. And there's a lot of black women that get it and they love the masculinity that we project. Black men, we project energy. Women receive energy. You see? So now, for the black women who are confused, right? A woman has to lead with 3 phases of love. The first phase of love is informative, right? So she's informing that black man of who he is. She's informing that black man that, yo, look, you get your provision. You're going to be the provider. You're going to be the head of this household. Even if she's Oprah and he's broke, she's going to uplift him through the information. That's the first phase. The second phase is unconditional love. Unconditional. She's loving and she's loving, she's loving, she's loving. Then the last phase of love is tough love, accountability. The problem is a lot of our women are conditioned to lead with the accountability first. And they don't set the table with informative love and unconditional love. See?
Which comes off as disrespect and combative.
Yeah, and it's like at the end of the day, everybody has a role. The woman, you know what I'm saying? Her role is not to be like no man. You feel me? And that's why I agree with what he's saying. Like when that type of masculinity is projected from a man, you feel me? Like a lot of women don't know how to take that shit because they're not used to that. Because 9 times out of 10, they probably didn't you know, they didn't see that growing up. So, and then basically like with the world telling them, you know, like you don't need no nigga. And you got all these rappers out here preaching that shit, you feel me? And it just kind of mess up the whole dynamic within the household that is supposed to be there. And then on top of that, you have certain women who raise men, you know, and because of the whole cycle of not having that parent in the household or whatever the case is, it's like, all right, now you got men growing up being raised by just a woman, and now a lot of them act like the woman. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of the women are acting like them. It's like the roles reversed. Put it like that. The roles have reversed. So, but I get what he's saying though.
Yeah.
But again, this is why black men need to be in tune with self.
Exactly.
And when that woman is argumentative and she want to talk and every 5 minutes she want to get a word in and she just can't shut the fuck up, let her go. Don't beat on her. Don't catch no cases. Let her go.
That woman next to him is so triggered. And it's funny because whether consciously or subconsciously, more than likely consciously, he's describing that woman sitting right next to him.
Like just like literally let her go.
Yeah.
And you vet her with your frequency. You vet her with your vibration. I walk in some rooms and I get around certain black women and I start talking. They can't stand me. Good.
Goodbye.
Good. Bye.
Why is that they can't stand you?
Because I just told you, a lot of black women are not
used to masculine men.
Confidence. A lot of black women are not used to a black man who.
Wait, I just want to clarify. You saying that?
Yeah, they're not used to men being men. You feel me? So, you know, and like I said, and because a lot of these women, I mean, not women, a lot of these men out here too nowadays is like, you know, overly emotional, irrational, you know what I'm saying, and just emotional as hell. You feel me? And that's what they used to, because like if you notice, like when men try to stand on something, you feel me? It's like women. They say okay, they want a man, but then when a man be a man, they don't accept it well. You know what I'm saying? They rather a man like, and a lot of these men out here, you feel me? Like they kind of like beta males. You know what I'm saying? They which is understandable though, because a lot of them were raised by, they didn't really have male figures in their life, so they were raised by, so they act like women. You know what I'm saying? So, I can see why he would say that women are not used to that type of they're not used to masculinity. And on top of that, the way the world is, you know what I'm saying? Like they constantly push like feminine men and masculine women. So like I said before, the role is just reversed.
That black women can't stand you because of your confidence?
1,000,000%. A lot of them.
I think it's
because hold on, because I'm a nigga, I'm a op, I'm a blood, I'm a boy.
Wait,
I'm a trick.
Who are saying these things?
We're saying what I'm you got to understand when
that's
just
what I'm
for the
asking, because
camera.
I don't.
She's being disingenuous. That's things that women say about men all the time. She's being disingenuous. And the point that he's making, whether you labels it confidence or not, that's something Mr. Samuels used to say. And I've said something similar, is that so many women grow up without dads, but also without men in their lives. So the thought or the idea of a masculine man being direct with you and not coddling your feelings while doing so, it brings on a whole rush of emotions that women, they can't handle it, because they'll be 30, 40 years old and the first time they ever met a masculine man who isn't going for their bull crap, and they don't know how to react to it.
I got you, but I'm saying it, right? So you maybe you understand later, maybe you won't. It's okay.
Well,
no,
just hold on one second.
Yeah.
I'm asking questions because we have an audience.
No, for sure.
And I want our audience to understand what you're saying.
They do understand.
No, it's cool. I know my audience. So what I'm saying is that I just want you to like kind of be responsive when I'm asking you, so that we can have clarity when we do our clips.
The clips that make sense. I mean, I do this all the time. So I'm a op,
Okay, sir.
I'm a blood, I'm a crip, I'm a scammer, I'm a jack boy, I'm a nigga, I'm a rap, I'm everything but a god.
everything but a man.
And then they use music, right? They use crack in the 80s to break down black communities. Now they're using music, right?
She can't even
as a way to break down the communities. Every time you turn on a song, eat my ass, my butthole is brown, all this, right? Everywhere you turn, it's
Crazy.
black men are the only race of man that gets publicly disrespected by their women.
Consistently.
Can like religiously.
Yeah.
You see? So now when you come around as a black man and you know who you are, and you know you're the leader, you know I'm a god. She's a goddess. I'm a god though. I'm
you could tell she's not even like really listening. It's just going anyone because like her, like you feel me? She looking away. She's not making eye contact. He's just like zoned out. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like somewhere in there she know that shit is true though, because that is. I mean, like I ain't heard no lies told yet. You know what I'm saying?
Original man. I'm not here to tell you who I am. I'm him.
Treated accordingly.
And if you don't understand, it's not for you. It's not to be understood. And a lot of times, black men, masculinity is application, not advocation.
With everything that you believe, do you think that we have to re-educate the black woman?
Hell no, absolutely not. Listen, Noah's Ark, the ramp is up, and it's gonna rain, and a lot of sisters are gonna drown. Bye. Let me tell you something. I just told you in the beginning. Look, the greatest soldier in the white man's army is the black woman. It's a lot of black women. Listen, it's a lot of brothers that lost their lives, that literally died, wasted time trying to build. Listen, did everything right, got married, babies, listen, everything. And a woman set him up, got him killed, and took the money and ran with a Chinese man. You feel me? So, black men need to have confidence. Listen, you know how beautiful you are? 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 I know I look good. I'm not sitting here, shorty, there's a door that way. Beat it.
I love it.
And let me tell you something. And that's a scary thing, right? Because that's the accountability, right? Because if you listen, how can I have a family with you? How can I think about it? Listen, you want to dress like a whore, you want to wear the pants, you don't know when to shut up, you have no wisdom, you're not a nurturer. I gotta take care of everything. You got a rouster. Yo, what am I? Are you crazy? I'm cool. If I get sick, you ain't got soup for me. If I'm on fire, you won't even pee on me. I'm equivalent to this cup holster that she's having right here.
Now, just to be fair though, this is not. I think he's just coming from a general standpoint because it's false on both sides. You feel me? So, but I do think that what he's saying is like is a vast majority of the women out here, and you feel me. But then on the flip side though, you also got a lot of men who, because they was raised by a female, they don't really know how to step into them being a man. You know what I'm saying? So. I mean, it's false on both sides. You feel me? So, let's go.
The slave.
I'm cool. She can go.
I think you can re-educate.
Let me tell you something. You got women, right? You got some
that's
women
what I'm
like
saying.
real
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. It's a lot of it's you can re-educate because like at the end of the day, we all been like taught the wrong ways. You know what I'm saying? Especially being in captivity in America. You know what I'm saying? Like and following after the master and all that type of shit and. The whole Willie Lynch syndrome and all that type of stuff. Like, yeah, man, it just goes to show the toll is took on us as a people. You feel me? I mean, because he is speaking a lot of facts, but at the same time, though, that ain't just the only. I don't think it's just solely on one person. I mean, not literally one person, but I don't think it's just solely on one side. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's actually both sides, But let's go.
That hate black men. You hate everything about me. I'm a god. I'm beautiful. So you mean to tell? I'm not saying you. Don't make it personal. I'm saying I'm generalizing, right?
Yes,
and black men need to have that. It's not a problem. It's not a problem at all.
Problem is no. We are semantics.
Because a lot of black women say black men all the time.
No.
My name is Smart, not sir.
Okay, Smart.
Thank you.
The thing is that in making generalizations, you use and you said you're a wordsmith, right?
Speaking how I want to speak.
Understood. But
okay.
You're saying you're not using you're using generalizations, right? but generalizations don't apply to all. So I think the reason why
Only a hit dog is gonna holler.
Thank you. Only a hit dog is going to holler in our generalizations. It doesn't cover all 100% of people. She's just in her feelings about this because the same
exactly.
way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with that because, like, he's making it general. You feel me? But at the same time, though, because she's triggered, and that's probably how she feel about herself. Because otherwise, you know what I'm saying? If that's not you, then why would you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be that damn triggered. I understand it though, but yeah, like, bro, like, I mean, I haven't heard nothing that he said that was wrong. Cause like in the general stance, like that is how it is.
That the woman
We ain't
off
saying
camera
all,
was
though.
when he said, "Hey, you taking it personal." She don't like the fact that he's speaking
Just like they could say, "Oh, you know, these are fuck boys." You know what I'm saying? But obviously, every man ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't take it personal. Especially if it ain't talking about you. I understand though, because you know, you might just be passionate about how you feel about whatever it is you're talking about. So that's understandable too. But yeah, she's
black women, even though he's not talking about her specifically. Things he's saying don't make black women look good, and that's why she's sitting there so irritated with this dude interrupting him needlessly.
I call a spade though.
I agree.
My name is Smart, not Sir.
I'm not sure who that gentleman is. His name is Smart, and a couple people sent me that clip and think it's
Shout out to Smart though. I seen him. I think the first time I ever, because that's the only reason how I know who he is anyway is through he was on what was that? It was the barbershop thing. I forgot what's his name? I can't think of it, but it's a podcast that I had seen him on, and he be speaking a lot of facts though. He be speaking a lot of facts, so you know what I'm saying. And I feel like I don't feel like he was coming from a place of disrespect though, even though she kind of took it disrespectful, but I don't feel like he was being disrespectful. He was just calling it like it is, and you know that goes back to the point. Like some people just can't handle it. Like some women just can't handle that because they're not used to a motherfucker like confident like that and know his shit, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, because at the end of the day, he didn't just fully blame. He didn't just say, "Oh," you know what I'm saying. He just calling like what it is. Like that's just what's going on in the world today. Now, is that every woman? No, it's not. It's not every woman. Just like if you can make a general statement about men, and but does that mean that's every dude? No. You know what I mean? It's just the way we talk, or the way, you know, that's just the way people talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I forgot it because I was listening to a podcast earlier, and it was a debate between two dudes. I think Captain Cesariak, and it was the other dude, and basically the dude got mad because he felt like Cesariak was trying either, I think it was either Cesariak or Captain no, not Captain, I mean Tommy Sotomayor. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but yeah, like they had made a statement like generalizing something, and the dude took it kind of personal, and he was like, you know, how you gonna sit there and generalize it? And it's like, but he gave some good examples though. I can't remember the examples that he gave. Tommy gave, but just basically, he was basically explaining like, okay, like, you know, obviously, we don't mean we're not literally talking about everybody. Even though we generalizing it, we're not literally saying everybody. Obviously, you know, it don't apply to everybody in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I get what they're saying. Yeah, she just kind of like took it the wrong way, I guess. But yeah, man, that's it for that. I'm gonna get at y'all in the next one. You know, make sure y'all go ahead and like this video on y'all way out, and leave a comment and let me know what y'all think, because y'all little motherfuckers be talking shit all the time in the comments, like, oh yeah, you talk too much. So I ain't talk this much. You feel me? I just chimed in here and there. You feel me? So there y'all go. But yeah, I'm gonna tap in with y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be easy.
Every day it's like I feel more pressure, give more effort. Bill steady rolling in the due day crept up. Feel like I'm next up. Life gon' test ya. My range close. Aim, know the boy a heavy stepper. Things change, rearrange, ain't no crime body. Heart is weaving through the smoke, got my vision cloudy. Heavy stress on my brain, ain't no way around it. Navy SEAL when I flow, no you can't drown me. No brakes, all gas, get my weight up. A nigga on the road, fell asleep tryna stay up. Post-dramatic, a lot would say you too dramatic. The loudest one in the room, never want the static. Crazy how the niggas getting money turned into addicts. Never had the same habit, cut from a different fabric. Yeah, dropping classic after classic. My life on the beat, that's a real nigga passion. Hold up.